And don't throw your pearls among swines. Because I'm going to tell you something. They will take them and use them against
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
We must learn who we're talking to. We must learn how to apply what we demonstrate. Oh yeah, I see you, businessman. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? We must learn how to apply this. Islam. So, in the spirit of the prophet, know what you all in this holy Quran, know thyself. Islam. Because when you know yourself, you're in tune with creation.
Yes, sir.
And you know that Allah didn't put you here to be no thug, no bum, no goon, no goofy, none of that. No prostitute. Islam. We got to get our sisters out of thinking that all you is a bundle of flesh. And men sniff around you like they dogs. Islam? We got to raise our woman to know that, look, you was here before man. But you don't believe that. You'll let somebody tell you came out the rib of man. I got both of my ribs.
Right.
You might as well sit up there with Darwin, saying that man came from ape. You can't prove none of that. A snake was in the garden and he told Eve, come here, Eve. You know what I'm saying? Eat of this tree.
Talking snake.
And talking snake. And we got a bunch of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Bibles is wrote in parables and what?
Allegory.
You better learn how to define those too.
That's right.
Islam? I'm telling you, man, don't eat of the tree in the center of the garden. Why? Why? Because it's the tree of ignorance. Islam? It's the tree of foolishness. Islam? And what did the prophet say about sincerity? In my conclusion, the prophet said, O thou who art enamored with the beauty of truth, and have fixed thy hearts on the simplicity of her charm, hold fast thy fidelity unto her, and forsake her not. The constancy of thy virtue shall crown thee with honor. Did you hear that, man? The more and more you're consistent with the truth, it will crown you with honor. Irrespective of what people think about you. Long as you keep doing what's right, man.
That's right. That's right.
Long as you keep being on the path and keep your hand in the unchanging hand of Allah. Islam? Because we're all growing. We're all growing. And all seasons unfold at the same time. I can say a lot of things, but if you don't catch on to them, you can never grow.
That's right.
Some people take certain things I say personal. Then that was meant for you.
It's love.
If somebody ever get upset at you because you tell the truth, it was meant for them. Because it's like a big old shoe. You throw it out in the middle of the floor. If it don't fit, you ain't got the wax. You have nothing to say about it. Islam? So I want to read sincerity, and I want you to hold fast. And those who have Qurans, I want you to go back to your domicile and give this chapter a deep acknowledgement. Islam? It's chapter 34 from the Holy Prophet. The holy instruction from the prophet's sincerity. O thou who art enamored with the beauty of truth, and hast fixed thy heart on the simplicity of her charms, hold fast thy fidelity unto her, and forsake her not. The constancy of thy virtue shall crown thee with honor. The tongue of the sincere is rooted in heart. Hypocrisy and deceit have no place in his words. He blushs at falsehood and is found, but in speaking the truth, he has a steady eye. He supports as a man the dignity of his character. To the arts of hypocrisy, he scorns to stoop. He is consistent with himself. He is never embarrassed. He has courage enough for truth, but to lie, he is afraid. He is far above the meaning of dissimulation. The words of his mouth are the thoughts of his heart. Yet, with prudence and cautious, he opened his lips. He studied what is right and speaking with discretion. He advised with friendship, he reproved with freedom, and whatsoever he promised shall surely be performed. But the heart of the hypocrite, but the heart of the hypocrite, but the heart of the hypocrite, but the heart of the hypocrite is hid in his breast. He maketh his words in the semblance of truth, meaning that he talk truth, but his action don't dictate it. Did you hear that? But the heart of that's one who say about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's one who say about the prophet know what you all need. That's one who say he got the Constitution and bylaws, but don't attend his meeting. Islam, don't pay his dues. Don't keep in line on necessity, but find him in the temple, perpetuating all type of serious plans. Oh yeah. While the business of his life is on to what? Seed. He laughed in sorrow. Check that out. Huh? He laughed in sorrow. He wept in joy. And in the words of his mouth has no interpretation because he's not demonstrating none of it. Basically, he got the glory and the shame misplaced. Right? Where he should be happy, he crying. Where he should be sad, he laughing. What is the life of such a man but a phantom of a dream? This hour he's a god, next below a worm.
Yes, sir.
What kind of person is this? Now this is a monster. He working in the dark as a mole. That's not M-O-O-R, M-O-L-E. Fancy he is safe. You think don't nobody see you. I actually think that nobody see you. But he blundered into light. You know what that means, blunder? He trip up because he think don't nobody see him. But she think don't nobody see him. But you blunder into light, and that's what you thought you were secure in. It betrays you and exposes you into light with that dumb junk on your head. Islam? It's called dirt. Prophet said he had two type of Moors. He had good Moors, and what was the other?
Dirty Moors.
He said, don't call your brother no nigga when he do something wrong to you. Call him a what?
Dirty Moor.
A dirty Moor. That means he needs to be cleaned up.
Right.
Because even in the bosom of a fool, the soul is perfect. Islam? Allah is merciful. Allah don't turn his back on nobody. Because Allah don't have a back. First of all, neither begetting nor begotten. These are trails of weak and frail humanity. Islam? Listen, Moors. Learn to listen. Now you tell somebody you hear me, but you ain't listening. You ever told somebody that? You hear me, but you ain't listening. And you can go back and record everything I say. But somebody would ask you, did you listen? Because if you listen, you'd have found something he said that was in your character. Islam? And we shouldn't be afraid of that. To clean ourselves up. I'm telling you, you got to clean yourself up.
Got to change.
Because we're going to teach that up in here.
Yes, sir.
Islam? And the only thing going to expose you is dirt. And people that don't want to clean up because they're imperfection. They're weak. I'm telling you, put down your cigarettes. Because some of you pray to more to that than you do to Allah. Wow. Think about it. And don't feel bad when you hear that talk. Because if you didn't hear that talk in a temple, that means you ain't teaching what prophet know what you already brought. And if a brother get up here and don't teach that, it's because he's doing it. And he can't tell you to do what he ain't doing. Bottom line, that's how you can tell your teacher. By what he teach. Don't be afraid, man. Raise your thoughts to infinite wisdom. And know you wasn't born with a cigarette in your mouth. And it's going to take clean people to clean our people up. Don't nobody want to drink out no dirty cup. People want to hug up and sit in a circle and get drunk all day and talk about God. Whoever know the drunk God? Staggering in heaven. Wow. That was deep. That was pretty deep. Staggering in heaven. And heaven is a state of what? Mind. You have to teach this. One thing about the Moore Science Temple of America, and every brother will attest to it, they've been in it for many years, is that the proper teaching has really not been taught. Moors have been able to sit in the temple and still remain the same way they walked in the door.
Yep.
You keep your heart and mind pure in love, and your body clean with what?
Water.
So that means the prophet said you need to do some changes.
Islam.
You need to really turn inside of yourself and begin to work on yourself. Islam? And us grown people, we shouldn't play with children. We should put them in their place.
That's right.
Because you the image. You the excuse. When they hear you say something, when they hear you do something, that justify their weakness. So we have to be strong. Islam? And we have to be good parents, good leaders. And every time you hit me, I'm coming across this podium. The more and more I get into my fasting from this world, you're going to hear this. If it ain't number one person, go somewhere else where they do that. Where you can have a service like this, and then get drunk afterward. Find that location. Then in the midst of that, you'll know then, I see what the brother talking about. If you're going to teach somebody, be what you teach them. And it's really easy, man. It's really easy. In the Quran, the Injil, the Torah, all the Bible, all those books talk about cleanliness.
That's right.
Nobody wants to drink out of a dirty cup. I'm going to stop right there, and I want to say this to you, brothers and sisters, for my conclusion. In order for us to be what the prophet brought, we have to be upright, independent, and fearless. And we have to study. And we have to meditate. And we have to fast. Noble Ali was an Egyptian actor. He was a professor. He was a prophet, as well as a doctor of the law. Prophet Noble Ali said, be like your prophet. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Now, if those the prophet instruction, and you say you are more, then follow your prophet. Unless you say your prophet is lying. And the man that tells a lie on a lie creates a terrible doom for themselves. Islam? So we have to look at the image of our prophet. He said to emulate him. Not king, you baby. Emulate the prophet.
That's right.
Islam? And see where you at along the road. Because our terrors are real. Satan had no problem attacking the truth in the midst of his creator. Watch what you think, how you think. Hold fast to the truth and let justice lead you aright. Cast not the evil out of the goods of thy neighbor. Let whatever is proper be sacred from thy touch. That's even his thoughts. Thank you. May Allah bless you in the spirit of the Holy Prophet Noble Ali. Islam, this is my true religion. Islam is the law. And through the logos of the Circle 7, the law must live. Turn it over to our brother, Assistant National Chairman.
Who's the greatest?
Allah is the greatest.
Who's the greatest?
Allah is the greatest.
Who's the prophet?
Noble Ali.
Who's his successor?
The hills and bays.
For what reason?
The wheels and ways.
Truly carry Islam. Our prophet Drew Ali. Give homage to our national Grand Sheik, King Bay, for coming up here demonstrating holy breath. You know, I play the truth, you know, off the knowledge and the wisdom of the God, you know. We just give honor for honor is due. You know, we give all praises to Allah, honor to his holy prophet, Noble Ali, honor to the harbinger, Brother Marcus Messiah Garvey. We call for new members, conditions on which you may join. If there is anyone among us that would like to link up with us, if you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you will have the power to redeem your race because you would know who you are and who your forefathers were. These are the conditions on which you may join. So says the prophet, Noble Ali. You may come to see our secretary at this time if you would like to stand up and proclaim your nationality. After hearing the laws that was read to you, and you think you can't obey them, the laws, you may come up and see the secretary. Members who like to come and pay on their dues, pay towards their dues, give to the emergency fund, give to the Moorish Upliftment Fund, purchase your Moorish literature, you may do so at this moment. Islam.
Can you find yourself
We'd
in
like
the nation?
peace to be still because there will be some announcements that will be made.
The bags going around being passed by the Maltese are simply donations.
The announcement is that there will be, save the date, July 17th, 2010, there will be a 1,000 man march. Staging area will be 63rd and Maryland at 11 a.m. For information, you can call 773-363-4304. Brothers Out Saving the Streets. Islam, 1,000 man march. It'll be July 17th, 2010. 63rd in Maryland at 11 a.m. I would like to call the business manager to make an announcement.
Islam Moors. I rise in the praise Allah, honor to the Prophet, Noble Ali, honor to our Harbinger, Mark Messiah God. Very brief measure. Moors, out of Circle 7 Quran, be thou incapable of change, and that which is right, and men will rely upon thee. Establish upon thyself principles of action, and see that thou ever act according to them, so that thy passions have no rule over thee, so that thy constancy ensure unto thee the good thou possess, and drive from thy door misfortune. Anxiety and disappointment shall be strangers to thy gates. Islam, Lord, we always promote economic security. We need assistance. We need donations. We have DVDs on the table here that are dollar donations of our National Grand Sheik, our National Assistant Chairman, and some other conscious DVDs. It's a dollar donation for these DVDs. Also, we trying to raise funds to get our. We also have a donation we trying to collect for our labels, for our more pure detergent. We need to get our labels. So if anyone could dig deeper and throw some extra currency toward that. We get our labels out, we can start distributing our own more pure detergent. The DVDs on the table for the dollar donation, they are conscious DVDs. They teach you. We have one that teaches about nationality, the prophet. We also have one that was a B-rated movie that went to DVD that was made by some known actors that speak about the Moors. We also have one pertaining to the Boule order, this secret society who is misleading our people. Some of the sources of it. Dollar donations for that, and anybody that gives some extra finance toward us getting our labels for our detergent. We need all the assistance we can get. We are promoting economic security more. And we also are having a spoken word competition on this location, June 5th, from 7 to 11. It's a $10 entry fee if you want to be in the competition, because there will be a cash prize. $7 if you're just sitting in the audience. There will be refreshments served. Islam, boys.
President of the Sister Auxiliary Board, is there any announcements?
Yes, next Friday at 2 o'clock will be Sisters Auxiliary meeting for all sisters at Sister Megan's domicile.
Y'all hear that?
Sheik Bay have announcements?
Islam, Lord. As we know, the Prophet told us to get our 90-day supply in order, correct? So I'm starting a fund asking you all to make donations, because right now I believe at all these they have a gas generator that's about $350. We're going to need a gas generator. Not electric generator, but gas generator, so we can have energy when that time comes to use our 90-day supply. Islam?
Our governor have an announcement?
Was there 3 or 4 brothers that wanted to proclaim? Who? There was there 3 or 4 brothers that wanted to proclaim the nationality.
Anyone like to proclaim the nationality? You may see the secretary at this moment. we can demonstrate the
Whole thing. Brothers, that's proclaiming. Will you step forward?
Like, pick the seed up so they move charge.
Peace be still. Can all government officials please rise for the ceremony of nationality card?
This is Brother Joshua, Jaku, Mitchell Bay, Abdul, Aline, Ismail, Islam. Better handshake than that. That's not. Brother, this is your national identification card for the Moore Scientific American Birthright for the Moorish American Settlement. We honor all 20 divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Judy, Treaty. May the blessing of God, our Father, be upon you, your kids, God. I do hereby declare you a model of divine law of the random man. Love, true peace, freedom, justice. Won't you repeat to me? I am a true American citizen.
True American citizen.
Know what you are, lady. The prophet. Something personal for me. Never join nothing that you're not serious about. Islam, there are requirements with this nationality card. Continue reading properly. Study your Constitution. Study your Quran. You become a part and parcel of the state government. Islam, welcome to the family.
Who's the great?
Allah's the great.
Who's the great?
Allah's the great.
Who is this prophet?
Known to Ali.
Who are his successors?
The ills and ways.
For what?
The wills and ways.
Islam.
Yes.
Islam more.
Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Islam.
We just want to briefly talk, just say something about the products that the sister was talking about today, the genesis here. You know, it's good, like she said, for a lot of things, you know, a lot of physical ailments and things like that, internal problems, etc. Now, we're not going to talk too much about it today, but all who are interested in this product and establishing themselves with the product inside and generating their own business and revenue and things like that, get with me after the service and let me know that we can go further with you down the road at some point in time. But at this present time, I have some samples on the side here. Anybody wants to, because it's really good. We was out today at Cedars today, you know, having lunch, and you know, I put it on the rocks. I put it on some ice, you know, and it was really good. You know, it's a really good product, and I can feel it even working on me because I have some stomach problems myself, you know. And at this point in time, I'm demonstrating at the next end. We're gonna get off that demonstration. We're gonna work for us. We want to go natural with things that we go, you know.
And I went to a yoga class Sunday, and I mean, man, I tell you, man, my chiropractor in trouble, man. You know, I think I'm gonna leave that cat. We got to divorce him, man, because I'm paying him all types of money to adjust me twice a week. But I went to the yoga class, and I mean the energy, man, the energy that was flowing through my body, like the scratch, she was talking about the rays that come up out of her. And my back was not hurting, man. I'm telling y'all, for 3 days at least, 3 days I had no pain in my lower back. So this is what I'm saying, you know, civilization, modern civilization as we know it has been totally distorted. You know what I mean? We straying after some gods and their carnal customs and merely ideas that we don't know nothing about. You know, but if we get into our natural selves, you know, we get into our natural abilities to heal ourselves, that's the name of the game. You know, so I encourage anybody that wants to get involved. I know the business manager, we talked with him about it. He's definitely got to get on board with it. You know, anybody else, you know, because if you don't want to, you know, work for other people, I'm in agreement with that. Make no mistake about it. But we can't just sit back and let the product, you know, just sit on the shelf. You know, we got to put it to work. But we'll talk more about that down the road. But right now, after the meeting, anybody wants to come up, I got some samples over there, you know, on the side here. Come up and take a sample of the product and see how you like it. Islam? Islam. And we definitely thank the Roman Shah. Could you stand up for a minute, sister, because you was a very prolific speaker today. You know, let's get a sister a hand. Me and her finna work it coast to coast. So y'all better get up with us because we finna get rich, bro. Islam. But anyway, we're gonna turn the program back over to the chairman to close out. And we thank everybody for coming out today. And when I talked about failure, it's very important because we gotta think to succeed in anything we do. You know, we won't be secure as a nation until we get some fiat on board. We can sit here and say fiat ain't everything. You know, in other words, damn, money ain't everything. What are you talking about? Well, check your front and your back pockets right now. You understand? And see how far you gonna get without it. So let's get on board now and let's do the right thing because it takes finance to uplift a nation. This is coming from. These are instructions coming from our illustrious prophet. You know, it takes finance to uplift the nation. Our prophet wasn't broke. Why we got to act like we broke? We're going to imitate him. Islam? We turn the meeting back over to our chairman.
Islam also more like got pictures of the prophet. The father, peace out, we got the picture with the prophet when he was on the stage and Elijah Muhammad was behind him, showing that he followed the prophet He just used the same teaching and the picture with the front of the car when they was wearing the fez with Elijah Muhammad in front of the center with his fez on. Which they want to tell you, the pictures of the prophet. After this time, we'd like to call the treasurer to do the democratic account. I'd like to call our Sheik, Leah Bay. Sorry, Sheik is Leah.
We collected $103.
Islam. At this time, I'd like to call our national grant governor to read the warning.
Islam.
All government officials, please rise.
Islam. Who is the greatest?
Allah is the greatest.
Who is the greatest?
Allah is the greatest.
Who is the greatest?
Allah is the greatest.
And who is his prophet?
Noble true Ali.
And who is his successor?
The hills and bays.
Why?
The wheels and ways.
Islam.
Islam.
Keep be still for the divine warning by the prophet. Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims. Governor orders to read proclamations at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all rallies, agitating speeches while they work in their homes or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your card to Europeans and causing confusion. Remember your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be a severe consequence. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant, remove them, or the violate the prophet. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Lord, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam! 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 7 times I cried. Islam!
Those who are standing, remain standing. Those who are sitting, please rise. Face the east. And repeat after.
Islam!
Repeat after me the Moorish American prayer. Five on the left, 2 on the right.
Allah, Father Universe.
Allah, Father Universe. Father love. Truth. Peace. Freedom. And justice. Allah, my protector. My guide. And my salvation. By night. And by day. Through his holy prophet. Drew Ali. Amen.
This meeting is officially over. You may greet your brothers and sisters.
Islam!